Bethel guys are grinders. He is the leader of those grinders, and we're about to see if that grinding's going to pay off here.
Yeah, big shout out to Bethel. They've had a lot of players come up recently, and starting off with that telecancel already. I'm going to be interested to see how the neutral goes here, but that big electric might be changing my opinion real quick.
Yeah, Gus is really going to mostly just be safe, throwing out those back airs and throwing out those auto reticles just to keep him off, force him to make a unsafe approach, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely big changes. One thing, as you are the Kazuya expert for this block, I'm going to have to ask
you can call me that.
We're going to call you that. We're going to hype it up a little bit. I'm not sure how much of both of them you've watched, but what big differences do you see between Espurzz and Loafer, like, with how they play this character?
I played Espurzz online recently, and for him, it's just like he just is in your face all the time. And I know, like, you think of Kazuya and you, like, that's the thought that comes to mind, but he truly embodies that. Like, Loafer, as we saw, like, towards the end of that last set, played relatively safe just to, like, get his punishes. As for, see, he's so greedy. Look at that.
Yeah, he's good.
Look at him.
Both these players clearly showing that
no
they play
chill.
Yeah, they want to play in each other's space, and we've already seen that with quick 2 stocks coming off the board for each player. But Espurzz already getting the combos going here. If he got that electric, that might have been
that was electric instead of wind. That would have been probably death.
Yeah, and just a strong start from Espurzz already on the second stock. Gus has to find a way to even it up quickly, but it's not going to get that electric back air.
Gus's spacing seems a little off at the moment.
Yeah, it might be a little loose. I don't think I saw Gus get here that early, so might still be warming up a little bit. But
yeah, he was not here yesterday, so.
Gotcha, yeah. That's always tough, I feel like, a competitor having to travel for the event. I'm not sure how far the drive is from here, like an hour.
Yeah, it's less than 2 hours, so it's not bad, but you're still having to drive that whole way.
Yeah, definitely a big adjustment coming here, and I'm going to see if this works out. I believe caught the jump right there, so Espurzz is going to have to find a way back.
He's not going to let him laser for free there.
Yeah,
he's catching up, but it's like the switch can just flip with Kazuya.
Yeah,
so
it has
you have to be
caught
super careful.
But now Rage Drive is in effect. One more hit will take it away. Not the stock yet, but now in a very tough situation.
Oh my goodness, he was ready for that.
Down though. Wait a second, we're still stuck off stage. Ooh, I thought there was going to be
try to get an edge guard.
Right there,
Quite got clanked. Did not win that trade.
Espurzz is lasting a long time, has been at a disadvantage this whole time though, and yeah, Gus evening it right back up, only 30% on him. This is very doable.
Absolutely doable.
Yeah, but that electric could have been a lot of damage. All right, big back here to start. Oh, here comes the
Here
nairs.
comes the nairs. Here we go, in the blender.
Yeah, the classic that we've seen entire lifespan of this game. Catches him with the explosive flame as well. And you're just stuck in this blender. You're struggling to get off this ledge. Oh my God. Almost died for it too. That was a huge
crazy
charge. Feeling themselves in
that was a gut feeling. Oh my! That was also a gut feeling. Dang, dude.
Gus knows how scary Rage Drive can be and is trying to take the stock before it happens, but you would have to do it with this hit right now then.
Oh my God. Armor on armor, dude.
Oh, wow. Catches the jump.
Oh,
great call.
What a catch.
I think that worked because Espurzz did an aerial immediately after, so it got the short jump out of it, and up smash just barely hitting right there. And yeah, Gus clutching out that game when it was.
That also could have caught the double jump because it dips down and then up as well. So
yeah,
very, very smart move for that kill there.
Honestly, with how that game was going, it looked like it was going to get out of hand really quickly, but Gus just really maintained his composure. Yeah, biggest thing in the game, especially with a character like Palutena, who you would think is very easy.
Especially against Kazuya. Yeah. You need that composure.
You would think
you cannot let the electrics, the touch of deaths, the gimps with the grab or whatever, you can't let that get to you, because then he'll just take it.
You would think a character like Palutena has a relatively straightforward game plan, would be like one that's like, okay, I can stay calm most of the time here, but when things go south, especially against Kazuya of all characters, it can get very stressful. So great job from Gus maintaining the composure, and it's starting off in this game too already. Already has Espurzz stuck in this ledge, but here comes the grab. How much are we getting? Ooh, almost a big confirm right there.
More nairs, nairs, nairs. Back at the ledge again, where Gus got so much mileage last game.
And Espurzz has been getting hit by.
Wait, you can't let him do that.
Let it go. Yeah, you can't let him get away with
Electric
that.
back air is going to take it. He still has Rage Drive.
Yeah, there's a lot that could be going in Espurz's favor right here. Oh, good. Does get the back air off the down throw.
Nice.
That feels like it
That was like max
been
DI out, but he did a little dash and then did the Ride Bear. So that was just very nice work.
Yeah, I think Espurzz wasn't really ready for that option yet, but here comes the Nairs. How many are we going to get right here?
Airplane, baby.
Doesn't get the grab, goes for down tilt instead, and it's going to miss, but so far Gus's advantage has been working really well.
He's also catching the landings very nicely as well.
Yeah, he's really utilizing Palutena's speed to the best degree right now, is able to catch a lot of sometimes Kazuya's slower mobility. It's working out really well for Gus so far. Now, once again, this ledge situation, the F tilt this time.
Yeah, Espurzz is just trying to get off. He immediately get up spot dodge. Like, he's just anticipating some kind of long, lingering hitbox there.
Yeah, Gus is doing a great job of just utilizing as many Palutena options as possible to get off the stage. But here comes not a big confirm.
I feel like Uppy would have done it there. Or wait, no, never mind. I was looking at his percent.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
wrong one. That's all good. But
Rage Drive's gone.
Yeah. Oh, the Nair is not going to be enough.
No jump, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Explosive Flame is putting in so much work for Gus right now. Like, right there, Espurzz didn't have a jump that was going to be hard to get around it either way. But a lot of times, like...
Even when all the resources are there, yeah.
Yeah, he's really been mixing up the usage well. Up smash not going to be enough there, but Espurzz has got to find the stock quickly because you know you're in prime percentage to get a lot of Nairs going.
Yeah, Gus, he doesn't have to be proactive. He can be passive right now.
Yeah.
Despite that, he is still being proactive. That's just the player he is.
Oh, that was a great tech out right there. I thought the uppy would have been coming, but no. Gus was very aware of the situation. You can tell he has a good amount of matchup experience.
Yep. My fault.
My fault, Espurzz. You know, I'll take the blame for this loss.
My fault, broski. Oh, no.
The weird hit of the Explosive Flame. We've seen that a couple times already. Just the single hit sending in a weird direction, and yeah.
Yeah, the first game when that happened, Gus was ready to hit him for that, and right there, you know, you thought you're going to be able to, like, air dodge, like, into the ledge, but it says down, and then...
Yeah, it's such a sharp angle. You always see
Can't really anticipate it either.
Yeah, it's so weird because you feel like you should just get hit by all of it, but sometimes that one little weird hit of Smash Ultimate where you just get that one tiny little bit, and yeah, sent him at such a weird angle, it's going to lose that stock for the air dodge now.
This game has such good programming.
This game has great programming. I love this game despite all of its weird jank and flaws. I'm so glad to be here for it either way.
Oh, man, there's so much to say. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here.
We have a lot to talk about. We've got so many words. But
Espurzz is down 2-0. It's looking pretty grim for him right now. But again, this is Kazuya freaking Mishima we're talking about.
I think it's not anymore, though. I believe I just heard Lucas, and that's correct.
Yeah. Good call earlier.
The Lucas is coming out. Yeah, it looked like the neutral was a big problem. I don't think that gets solved by Lucas, though. I mean, the only thing is Auto Reticle and Explosive Flame won't be as much of a factor. But
right, it's a magnet.
Yeah, but it's going to be so much harder to deal with the back airs with just the pressure.
Yeah, the disjoints feel almost worse here. Because like, you can only really, like, challenge it with, like, the forward air sometimes.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot that could go wrong here, and it's not really gone right for Espurzz so far. Trying to get those Zair trains, but unfortunately doesn't get the right timing on it. It's a very precise input.
Well, I feel like with the air dodge out of the Explosive Flame, he definitely could have hit him for that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would have been a huge call out.
Hold the phone.
Yeah, let's say Gus is feeling confident right now. All right. Ooh, no confirm off that, but now you're stuck at ledge. Explosive Flame is not going to be enough.
For the PK freeze.
Yeah, you got to
Apparently, my sources are telling me PK freeze is not a very good move.
It could be true as we see Espurzz losing that stock for that interaction, and now you got to find some way to close the stock out early. Ooh, does get caught when trying to do the PK fire. That's big damage. The 40 already.
Almost 40.
40, and now you're stuck at ledge against Palutena, where Gus has had the ledge trapping on lock, but is able to reversal.
Yeah, Lucas definitely, I think that's the main thing why he probably went this direction. He does have significantly more options to get off the ledge against Palutena, but I'm not saying they're good options. He just has more of them.
Yeah, there's a lot more you could use right here.
In a game of mix-ups, he's got more of them.
When you get the right hits, you can still get as much damage as possible with Lucas. There's still a lot that could go right. I'm just interested to see how this ledge trap situation is going to go. Oh my gosh.
It happened again.
We see that interaction again. I mean, trying to get the Zair off ledge.
He wants it so bad.
I was going to say, just push
Or maybe he wants the weird air dodge into ledge thing. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, it just resets the ledge situation, but I mean, as long as you're not getting hit for it, it's working out, I guess. But Still keeping this
If it works, it works. You look so smart.
Let's say Lucas player looking very smart right now. Oh, great get up to miss that timing right there. But once again, you're just stuck in this switch situation. Great use of magnet there. He's finally able to call it out and gets the 2 frames. This should be the stock. Yeah, another down smash.
There it is. There it is.
PK freeze is going to be enough.
That's the kind of thing he's been missing.
I think Smashville is a big part of this as well. This is one of those stages where once you get characters off stage, you can capitalize a lot, and that's what Lucas loves to do.
All right, here we go. Zair, nair, back air.
Yeah, and back air of Gus's own, taking it right back off stage, and another.
Yeah, those explosive flames, I don't think they're going to work anymore.
The counter actually
working. But it's still Lucas. The up B still goes really far. Yep.
Great angle by Espurzz right there to get around. It does get reversal.
Closes it out with the dare.
Felt like he overextended a little bit right there when he didn't have to, and is going to lose the stock for it, but still has a good lead right now. It just has to capitalize.
Yeah, you definitely had a little bit of extra cred to work with.
Yeah, definitely had more he could have gotten off of it. But, you know, Espurzz is still putting on the heat. Both these players are still fighting through it right here. Oh, doesn't get the grab off the Zair, but does get this one in the corner.
Air grab.
How do you get back?
Edge guard. All right.
Let's say I'm a little surprised I haven't seen as many of the down smashes at ledge. I feel like that would be a great tool to call out. Try and get some 2 frames maybe, but maybe it doesn't work as well.
I think F-tilt, right?
F-tilt could work as well. Oh my gosh, but Gus is just slowly chipping back at this lead, is not letting Espurzz get away with anything. Does get this back air. That is just barely not enough. We're back to last hit situation.
One good hit, though. Honestly, from either.
Yeah, as I say, the back air is getting stale, but this is going to have to be a up B. That counter is not going to be enough. Another up B coming.
Can he get a good angle here? Oh, wow.
Just barely misses the timing up
going to take it.
Yeah. Gus was able to really keep the composure once again, just showing great work throughout that set, even sticking with the character switch.
Yeah, he adjusted there pretty quickly. I mean, he kind of had to adjust twice after the start of that game, and then once Espurzz started to adapt there. So,
yeah, that's great stuff there from Gus, staying true to it throughout the whole set. Great job to him. You know, solid 3-0, showing that the win at the collegiate qualifier worked out very well.
No fluke.
Looks like he's going to be joining us back after that set. After we take a quick break first, unfortunately. So I think we are going to be missing out on a little post action. Maybe we'll sit around for a little bit, but we're going to go to a quick break. Let us get some rest, and we'll be back shortly with more matches.
See you then.